There it goes. Okay, real quick. Because I should be in the car already. I'm just gonna address something that's pretty obvious to a lot of people if they know me. But apparently a whole bunch of people don't. When I went missing in June, it was because of what happened to the senator in Minnesota. And I've named this, it must be nice to be numb. Because I've never experienced that other than when I actually lose somebody. The irony. I'm a giant empath. So I left in June, and I've been actively trying to be like disconnected from everything that's just abysmal and shitty. But it's not working. And so while I agree that there are things that could be done to prevent the school shooting yesterday, and then the other, and then the other, and all the events prior and or leading up, what have you, I do agree on all of those things. I've spoken on those things ad nauseum. Both parties are to blame for allowing the assault weapon ban to lapse. At no time has any administration since it lapsed attempted to put it back in place. So, if you want to talk about gun reform, if you want to talk about fixing that, you need to ask both sides why they haven't done that. Because it's not a one-party thing. And then secondly, I'm not going to talk about mental health. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say the very thing that people don't want to hear. And that would be the influencers. That would be the people who have gigantic platforms and that make a living off of this. I left in June because of being an empath. I actually physically feel the pain and the hurt, the anger, the rage from absolutely everybody. I don't have to be in a room with anybody to feel that. That's how I have been my entire life. That's why I'm a bitch. Or that's what people think. Honestly, though, I'm the furthest thing from that. I absorb everything. And when it gets to this peak moment, when everybody around you is hurting and everybody around you is like flailing around trying to figure out like what to say, and then inevitably all the influencers or all the people that have like these cult like followings on social media start to do their whatever isms, you all keep failing to understand the most basic fucking principle. It's not just the fucking guns. It's the mainstream media and it's social media. This started in 1999 with Columbine. We should have never seen that. It should have never been on television. Because, and I quote, as I was watching this when I was working, right? And I quote from, I can't remember the reporter's name at the time. This is going to create copycat scenarios. This should not be on air. That was in 1999. So miss me with the gun reform. Miss me with the it's their fault. or it's their fault, meaning the political spectrum. Miss me with that too. Everybody needs to understand you're complicit in this if you continuously use your social media platform to do nothing but amplify only one voice or one side of everything. The gentleman who lost his life yesterday at the age of 31 years old, he was a social media influencer. Think about that. So, before everybody, well, I can't say before because it's already just thrown out there anyway. Everybody's just like vomiting. Can you do me a favor? Think about the people that are like me and my son, my husband, my daughter. We've got like crippling social anxiety for a reason. It's because we know that we are going to absorb everybody's everything as soon as we walk in the room. In fact, the reason that I was a functioning alcoholic for as long as I was had everything to do with the fact that I could not talk to people sober because I didn't want to carry their baggage with me. So, again, I'm going to make this short and sweet. Everybody has blood on their hands. Nobody's perfect. Everybody's human. Everybody is flawed. But what we don't need right now is anyone, the good guys or the bad guys, whoever you deem is good, whoever you deem is bad. I don't give a shit. What we don't need more of is being talked down to, talked over, and told to fuck your feelings. So that's why I went missing in June. And that's why I've stopped advocating. Because within those years I spent advocating, I traumatized myself again. Because I was and have been advocating for kids who are just like the friends that I've lost. And I don't understand why it's so hard for so many people to understand that. I don't get it. And it's not on me to understand. What I do know about the decade plus of what I was doing is that I made a lot of changes. I did a lot of good and I helped a lot of kids, but in doing so, I re-traumatized myself over and over and over and over again because I can't not feel the pain that mama that I'm helping is feeling. So this is just me saying what I'd said 2 weeks ago with my art. My background that you see right now, that's art I made last night. About the same thing. Only this time I'm quoting lyrics from a song from Jid or JID. And I'll tell you what the lyrics are in this that you're looking at. The rain tried whispering the warning. And then the other part is, the rain didn't understand it, the pain made them understand it. So go ahead and continue your little social media blitz that you're on right now, everybody. I'm guilty of it, but not to the point that I saw already today or this morning. I just sat there and I watched it. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Right now, a lot of people hurt. Whether you like them or not, I don't give a fuck. Never in the history of ever in my life have people gotten along or agreed 100% on anything. And it was never going to fucking happen, ever. But when I say people are hurting, I do mean people like me. People who are empaths. People who can pick up on absolutely fucking everything. We can hear it in your voice. We can hear it. Or we can feel it and hear it and understand it in the tone in your text, like what you write online in a post. Like, we can feel that. We feel everything and we absorb it, and then we're left floundering around trying to make sense of it. Maybe, just maybe, if the mainstream media and social media influencers, who, whatever, they make their money and bless their little hearts, maybe, just maybe, you guys need to think about it from the aspect of, it is the fucking guns, but it's also non-stop bullshit being shoved down our throats like a fucking fire hose, because every time we open our phone, there is somebody spewing some kind of hateful or some kind of whatever bullshit with no regard for their neighbor. Love thy neighbor. Does that mean anything? Does it mean anything anymore? Mm-mm. It never did. Even when I was a kid, it didn't matter. I'm like officially just not, like, I'm still like, all I'm saying is I'm trying to process this right now. I'm trying to process. Even when I was a kid, it didn't matter. And you can tell that I'm trying to process all of this because, I mean, goddamn, I don't have any fucking makeup on. None. I'm literally in the clothes that I put on to go take my daughter to school today. So that's how well I'm doing. I've been sitting here for hours trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong with everybody and why they can't understand basic correlations between the environment we have been embedded in since 1999 to now. I'm tired of the Democrats blaming this on the other side. I am tired of Republicans blaming this on about damn near everybody but themselves. Because, as I said, Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden, you name it, both sides of the aisle, they've all had ample opportunities to put the legislation back into place that lapsed. Kids being shot at Sandy Hook wasn't enough for them to do that. So why the fuck do you think they're going to do it now? Stop depending on them. Stop begging. Don't beg politicians for shit. Actually get involved and do something. For fuck's sake. Your posts are shallow and mean nothing. Especially when I know your energy on the ground does not meet your energy that you have on social media. Like I said, I can go to bed at night knowing I don't give a fuck that people hate me because of my delivery. I'm fine with it. Because I put the fucking work in. I put the work in to make sure kids in the state were able to be taught how to fucking read. And to this day, nobody understands, sans like 3 people, as to why I am so adamant about it. It doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck about the science of reading. I don't give a fuck about your methodology that you use. It has everything to do with stopping the pipeline to prison, and it has everything to do with stopping this fucking freight train of kids being traumatized. That's all it is. That's all it ever was. It's because that's all I fucking saw. And that's all I see. But you curated Instagram advocates are out here just floundering around trying to stay relevant. So just fucking stop. Nobody gives a shit about morphology. Nobody gives a shit about any of that. You've all lost sight of what is important. And this applies to what happened yesterday and what applies to what happened in 1999. This isn't about you. It's about the fucking kids. And make it better for them. And make it about them. Not you. Them. So stop. Stop with the clicks, likes, and shares. Stop with the me. Get over yourself. And go fuck yourself. Because it's not about you. You're an adult. You're a grown-ass person. You've had a life where you didn't have to grow up with active shooter lockdowns. Our kids were never afforded that. I have 2 children who are traumatized from those fucking drills. My daughter was put on lockdown a year ago. In kindergarten. So I'm going to leave it there. And everybody enjoy your day. And leave me the fuck alone.